All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and look through this review. I'm going to go through and be working through all of the problems so that you have those to help you for studying for the test that is coming up tomorrow. So number one, we're solving for x. So first thing we need to do, we need to combine our like terms. That's going to give us 9x minus 12 equals 42. Then I'm going to move my constant. So I'm going to plus 12 plus 12. When I do that, that's going to leave me with 9x equals 54. Then I'm going to divide. I'm going to divide by 9, divide by 9. That's going to leave me with x equals 6 for our solution. Number two, solving for y. Going to look, do I need to combine like terms? Yes, I do. That's going to leave me with 2y, and then I'm going to bring everything else down. Then I'm going to move my constant, so that's going to minus 12, minus 12. That's going to leave me with 22 equals 2y. Then I'm going to need to divide. Divide by 2, divide by 2, which is going to leave me with y equals 11. Okay, number three. Which of the following is a solution to this expression? So to be able to solve this one, we're going to simplify. So I'm going to distribute, which is going to leave me with 4x plus 20 minus 7x minus 9. Now this is an expression. There is no equal sign, so we can just simplify as far as we can go. Now combining like terms, 4x, negative 7x. And we have 20 and negative 9. Combining those, that's going to leave me with negative 3x plus 11. Looking at my answer choices, that leaves me with C. Number four, solving for m. Need to distribute. Be careful right here because it's a negative right here. This negative needs to distribute all the way through. If it helps you to think of it as a negative 1, do that. Okay, so when we distribute, negative times 5m is negative 5m. Negative times negative 4 gives me a positive 4. Then bring everything else down. Now, combining like terms, 15 and 4. When those combine, that's going to be a 19. So we have negative 5m plus 19 equals 34. Moving the constant. Minus 19, minus 19. That's going to leave me with 15 equals negative 5m. Then we're going to divide. Divide by negative 5, divide by negative 5. 15 divided by negative 5 is going to be negative 3. And so m equals negative 3. Be real careful with your signs that a positive divided by a negative is still a negative. Number 5, solving for m. Need to distribute 3 times 4, 3 times negative 6m. So we're going to have 3 times 4 is 12 minus 3 times negative 6m is going to be a negative 18m plus 8. Bringing down everything else. Looking to see, do we need to combine like terms? We have a 12. We have an 8. Those combine together to be 20. So we have 20 minus 18m equals negative 52. Moving the constant, we're going to minus 20, minus 20. Negative 52 minus 20 is going to give us negative 72. And that's going to leave us equal to negative 18m. From there, we're going to divide by negative 18. Divide by negative 18. That's going to leave us with m equals positive 4. Because negative 72 divided by negative 18 is a positive answer. Okay, let's go ahead and look at number 6. Number 6, we're distributing, but we have to do it a couple of times. So we just follow our steps and we'll be all good. Negative 5 times 4, 5 times 4, and then 5 times 2x. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 5 times 2x is 10x. Here we have to distribute our negative, okay? Negative times x, negative times negative 12. Remember, if it helps to think of it as a negative 1, go ahead and do that. Negative 1 times 8x is negative 8x. Negative times negative 12 is a positive 12, equals 68. Looking to combine like terms, we have 10x, negative 8x, we have 20 and 12. So going ahead and combining, we end up with 2x plus 32 equals 68. Then moving our constants, minus 32, minus 32. That's going to leave us with 2x equals 36. We divide by 2, divide by 2. That's going to leave us with x equals 18. Okay, moving on to number 7. Okay, we need to look at our triangle. It tells us that the sum, which means adding, of the interior angles is 180 degrees. So angle plus angle plus angle equals 180. So that's going to be our equation. X plus 30 plus 65 plus 4 equals 180. And then we're solving for x. First, we have to combine like terms. Okay, here's our like terms that can combine. And that's going to leave us with x plus, and when we add that together, we end up with x plus 99 equals 180. Moving our constant, minus 99, minus 99. And that's going to end up equaling x equals 81. Okay, we don't have to find out the angle measure. We just had to solve for the variable. Okay, looking at number 8, again, we have the sum. That means adding the interior angles ends up giving us 180. So we're going to set up our equation. 2x plus 4x plus 10 plus 5, and all of that equals 180. Combining our like terms, we have 2x and 4x, we have 5, and we have 10. Okay, that's going to leave us with 6x plus 15 equals 180. Moving our constant, minus 15, minus 15. That's going to leave me with 6x equals 165. Now I'm going to divide. Divide by 6, divide by 6. That's going to leave me with x equals, when we divide, we get a decimal on this one. It is 27.5. And that is our answer for number 8. Okay, looking at number 9. The perimeter of the rectangle is 278 inches. Remember that perimeter means that when you add up the sides, that gives you the perimeter. So this side plus this side plus this side plus this side, it gives us 278 inches. So we're going to write that out for our equation. 3x plus 3 plus 2 plus 5x plus 4 equals 278. Now combining like terms, we have 3x and 5x, 3, 2, and 4 can be combined. So that's going to give us 8x plus 9 equals 278. Now moving the constant, minus 9, minus 9. That leaves us with 8x equals, and we're going to get a decimal again. Okay, I'm sorry, 8x equals 269 when we divide. I'm getting ahead of myself that we're going to get a decimal. So we divide by 8. We divide by 8. Now we have x equals, and we're going to end up with 33.625 as our answer for x. Now looking at number 10. This time we have area of the rectangle is 280. Remember, area equals length times width. So that means 10 times 2x plus 8 is going to give us our 280. So we're going to set that up. 10 times 2x plus 8 equals 280. Now distribute. That's going to leave us with 20x plus 80 equals 280. Now move the constant on both. Okay, if I have minus 80 on one side, I have to do it to the other. That's going to leave me with 20x equals 200. Now we're going to divide. Divide by 20. Divide by 20. That's going to tell me that x equals 10. Okay, so there is our x to find the value of the variable. Okay, looking at number 11, Trevor's building his man cave. It tells us that he wants the width of the room to be 30 feet and he wants the length to be longer than the width. So if he wants the area, again we're dealing with area, to be exactly 1,260 square feet, and we need to find out what the length of the room is. So remember, thinking area, we're multiplying with area. Area equals length times width. So that means that with our rectangular man cave, that we're going to do 30 times 3x plus 30, and that's going to equal our 1,260. Now we're going to solve it. So we're going to distribute 30 times 3x. That's going to give us 90x plus 900 equals 1260. Now we're going to move our constant. Minus 900. Minus 900. That's going to leave us with 90x equals 360. Now we got to divide. Divide by 90. Divide by 90. That's going to leave us with x equals 4. Now, that gives us a piece, but it doesn't tell us the answer that we're looking for yet. We have to take this 4, and we have to take it, and we have to plug it in. So, with 3x plus 30, we're going to plug it in. That when I have a number beside the variable, that means multiply. So, I have 3 times 4 plus 30. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 30, and that equals 42. So I know that the length of the room is 42 feet. So right here is our answer. This is the length. Looking at number 12, solving our equation. This time we have variables on both sides. So I'm going to go minus 2x because that has the smallest coefficient on both sides. That's going to leave me with 5x plus 11 equals negative 4. I'm going to move my constant. Minus 11, minus 11. That's going to end up leaving me with 5x equals negative 15. I divide by 5, divide by 5. That leaves me with x equals negative 3. Okay, I'm going to stop right here and then I'll pick up for part 2 for our review.